You know, Gurn, I might have a truce on there, but I always scared to attack because of all the attrition I would take in the mountains, you know, so...
Better hold that line.
I'm just gonna wait for the tickers.
Isn't it actually weird how many people think that you can ticker, like, with any war goal to 100%? Like, a lot of people think that.
Really?
Yeah, like, Slazer actually thought that, like, a while ago.
If you left, like, taking Heligoland for, like, 100 years, it would go to 100%.
No.
Yeah, some people think that.
That's just nonsense. Why
It depends on the war goal.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah,
But it roughly scales with the cost.
It does scale
no,
with the
it
cost.
actually scales
it is
exactly
the
with
cost.
the cost.
That's what it maxes at, yeah.
But liberating countries is a terrible idea overseas.
I mean, if you can actually...
Hey, there's one last idea here from this guy. Let's see. He just checked the non-core modifier makes it so you need 3x as many pops for one regiment. So if he removes China's cores, they can only have the same amount of divisions as they have right now.
Listen,
Yeah,
whatever
makes
modification that guy's talking about, it sounds completely like broken in like so many ways. Like, you can't.
Why is it? What makes it broken?
To have soldier pops instead of mobilization size?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not more soldier pops. It's
not any more soldier pops. It's just more
I
units.
know. But so okay, first off, the problem is you would have to fix Russia. I mean, if you're adding it to this mod, if you're adding it to vanilla, it's like a different conversation.
And how does that work with reinforcement?
It would. No,
Same as it does regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't affect that.
No, because like, but you do you not reinforce from your the pops you've mobilized from?
You do, but you would just reinforce from your soldier pops in that case.
Yeah, so you'd
So it wouldn't matter.
burn out your mobilized troops faster.
So there's like there's like the huge economic impact where like no one's taking the mobilization impact penalty.
No, but like
Yeah, I mean,
that's not what I'm saying. Like, if you're using more troops on the front line, even if it's cheaper to build, like basically every nation will be more limited on how long they could go into wars because they can't reinforce using mobilized pops.
Isn't that good?
No, they would be less limited.
I'd say that's a good thing.
Like by definition, they could be at war longer if you replace mobilize equally with standing.
No, because your mobilized pops are just like a bottomless pool, unless you're a tiny nation.
Well, no, your soldier pops can be a bottomless pool too. Like, the only thing you should be worried about is in terms of trade goods, right? And you're gonna get far more goods if you're not mobilized and you have the equal amount of troops, because you're not taking mobilization impact penalties.
Are those actually significant?
Like when you start getting later on, yeah, it's pretty significant. Like my production impacts 65%. That's pretty significant.
it's worth noting that you're generally at about 150 to 200% throughput efficiency, so it's not like your production actually grinds to a halt. It's just
Sure, but
a decent chunk of it goes.
Yeah, it's a huge because not only does it go down, you also suddenly get a big burst of troops, right? So your economy has to adjust to having like a ton of troops. Like unless you're like what me and Gaku are doing, you just have to stay mobilized all the time, and your economy adjusts to that.
I think many players build their economy for mobilization anyway.
I'm surprised the UK is actually keeping up with my steel production. Good job, UK.
I don't even know I've been laissez-faire for the last 80 years. Because when I lost India and I had no coal and stuff left, and I just thought that the computer can handle this, I don't want to do it.
How's your remobilization going, Grin?
I'm not remobilizing it.
You're not?
I guess. I really wanted that. Yeah, could anybody ever explain why I can't research this? Doesn't make any sense.
Search what?
An industry under limited access road, total more mobilization.
Why can't you research it?
Just hover over.
I am hovering over it. I should be able to research it.
There must be something in the
Do you have government interventionism?
I have
Does that matter?
what is government?
Do you have the communists take government interventionism?
No, but it's not. Wait, is it? No. Do I have it? Let me check.
Pretty sure you need government interventionism to activate it.
Yeah, but it's not listed at all on the invention.
Well, you get a 50% chance of researching it when you're at war, so, I mean...
Sure,
No, but it's
I
not
should
even
have-
lit up.
I should have a yeah. It's not even lit up. I should have a 45% chance right now without being at war.
Oh no, but Gurm, when it's under those multiple things, you need like all 3 of them or whatever. I think. It's like if you click on government interventionism, it has total war mobilization under it. You know,
Where is government?
this is commerce market functionality. Just a diplomatic.
Seems like a good idea, Biden. You should definitely go for it. Better flag. Better flag. It is a better flag.
What is?
The Italian commie flag, as opposed to the democracy.
No, 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 go. No, 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 no.
Also, you got a better party.
No, 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 I'm moving troops
Rome.
into Rome. I'm moving troops into Rome. That's not
Italy, kill them.
Revoke military access to Germany.
No, Italy, don't do this. Don't do this.
Wait, well, what kind of rebels are there? Are they fascists?
No
Commies.
communist.
Do it.
No.
Just revoke access right now and do it.
Fine, I swear to God.
Don't do
They
it.
choose
Don't
break
do
you.
it.
I'm not
Hey,
helping.
France, take them out.
Wow, this man changing democracy here.
Retarded by Can't pause it for this.
Stop
Get 'em out.
pausing.
Don't pause it.
They have the rights.
You have no right to pause this game.
I have to leave right at 4, by the way. So just so you guys know.
You know what? I have to leave right at 4 too.
There go my limited access roads. Thanks, capitalists.
Capitalists.
I have now 60 brigades of airplanes and tanks.
Should build forts in Rome, honestly.
I'm pretty happy with how this game turned out, though. Like picking up an Ottoman Empire like in 1880, it worked out alright.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Get the other communist in Sicily, France.
What's going on? Are you?
France, there's more communist in Sicily.
France is stopping the will of the people.
Okay.
The mafia.
Communist Sicilian mafia.
Okay, Gurren.
Hi.
I need you to concisely explain the problem you have with this mod to the guy that made the mod.
Okay, I'm gonna start with like one problem at a time, I guess. So the first problem is that you're not suffering any economic or what is it, mobilization impact, right? So that means that you can more viably stay mobilized in the early game. Like, you know how like by the mid-late game we were able to stay like 100% mobilized all the time? That would happen like in the mid-game or like early mid-game where you could stay 100%
No, but-
mobilized.
The mod makes it where you don't.
Well, okay, wait, no, I have a problem too. So the problem is with like our artillery ratios, like mobilized infantry versus like being able to build legit troops up to whatever the limit is would be a big difference, you know, because some people could have like good stacks for all their armies instead of, you know, all the mobilization cannon fodder. Which, I mean, you could debate that that's a good thing, but it's a pretty substantial
Well,
difference.
no,
It's not just like
the main thing is that people's economies would be unjustly like much stronger with like much more soldiers deployment.
Why is my conservative party called Royalists when I'm a democracy? I don't get that.
'Cause they hate you.
I want the king back. I agree. Third French Empire. Let's rise.
Like, for example, like the USA, I think it's just like a massive buff to the USA, like in general. Because like, as the USA, I would never even bother mobilizing anyways. It's just too much.
I'm mobilized.
But yeah, I know you mobilize, but like, it's too
But versus
too much
the
trouble to ever mobilize.
versus the inconvenience of having to deal with mobilization. You know, is
Well,
that
the
not
USA
worth something?
You might have mobilized, but now tell me, how many divisions or brigades do you just have standing there not doing anything with like 100 stacks of infantry?
300, I'd say 400. It's about 200, actually.
Like, I think you'd find like suddenly the USA and like Russia and the UK would be like
guys,
much
everyone should build railroads in China.
Actually, that's another one. UK would be much more powerful, I think.
Well, it helped them a lot with using Indian troops.
You can't do shit
Because
with
it'd make
China,
it
though.
like
What's the
normal
Oh, it
point?
would make
Bombs.
India really, really strong.
Yeah.
It would make Africa really strong as well. Africa's already pretty strong for troops.
I don't think Africa's all that strong.
No, the only reason
It's
Africa's strong is because like,
I
like
was
the-
getting as many last game. I was getting as many
mechanic.
as I was from India from it.
Because when provinces, like the first soldier pop in a province is 1k soldier pops, and then after that in colonies it's 7k. So like it's really easy to get the first one, but then after that it's kind of hard, which is why Africa's good because there's a lot of provinces.
Yo, Germany. The provinces on the front doesn't have any troops on it.
Let me see. Alright. USA.
Let's see. On economy,
mind.
people would also need 3x the resources to support full armies, so they probably wouldn't be able to build all artillery. Well, you couldn't build all artillery this way anyway, because you'd have to make your own infantry to support them.
They
Yeah,
could
but
more
it wouldn't
efficiently
be
do
any
it.
different. It
It
wouldn't
would
be
not-
any different.
No,
to
it would
now,
be.
right?
Exactly.
It would be a lot different
Also,
because
you
it
wouldn't
would
have
be
the
much harder.
inconvenience of having to deal with mobilized frontline. That's all.
But like we already produce enough stuff in the world
Well, no.
with the mobilization penalty to do all of it, to build all of
Yeah,
this.
sure. Like at this point in
right?
the game, sure. Like I'm just saying, like
I know.
at all points of the game, we're
I'm
equal.
agreeing with you, Gurren, and not with this guy. I think he's underestimating the economic benefit.
Well, he also hasn't seen the mod. You know, aside from what he's watched, he hasn't really
I mean,
experienced
even
it,
if you were to
so-
do it to vanilla, though, like
Yeah,
this is-
yeah, even in vanilla.
it would be like huge. But I mean, in vanilla, like everybody's fucking stupid rich, anyways. Unless you play like garbage. Like UK gets like 200 million fucking dollars. I always have fun in vanilla, trying to burn my money as quick as possible at the end of the game. I'll spend like 30 years, no taxes, no tariffs, losing 30k a month, but still not running out of money.
Is anyone else gonna test out airplanes and tanks?
Nope.
I'm going
Airplanes
to.
don't even look very good. Like they
Check.
don't even-
They're better than artillery on the
They're better at
offense. So
attacking, yeah. But
no, but look at their support stat, or does their support equal? My support's not equal. The airplanes have less
No,
support.
they should
even-
edge out tanks if you have all the tanks.
I haven't even researched it yet. No point.
You like they are definitely competitive with artillery when I ran them.
on the offensive, it's just
Yes,
worthless.
they just cost more. That's the main issue.
And you have
No,
to
they
reorganize
should
your
beat
whole army.
they should beat the artillery on the offensive.
Not getting enough tanks to get enough.
Sure, but they're more expensive. They have to like do it. They have to be efficient at doing it as well.
Yeah, like if with tanks and with planes behind tanks, you should have them a really devastating offensive stack.
Which also happens to fold over and die if it gets attacked. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. I should buy fuel. I might want to make dreadnoughts one day. I should buy oil too. Apparently HPM has like this really weird button where you can click it and it'll it says it sells your stockpile to your pops
Oh yeah,
and
the
factories.
old one,
But-
vanilla.
Yeah, it seems like pretty stupid.
Just empty.
Yeah, all it does is like put on the open market. It's really retarded. Also, how is it possible to get over a 2k stockpile? I didn't think it was.
From events you can.
Yeah,
And-
like I think it's just you. I think you can have an arbitrary stockpile. You could do it by save edit as well.
Question: why are there no people working in the RGOs and Madras?
It's not
Because they're
profitable.
die or something.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's not
just die.
profitable.
Yeah, they won't.
I have factories that produce much more dye than your shitty little people in India. Makes it really easy to promote them into soldiers, though.
Hey, Gurren, when does that truce run out?
2 years?
Oh, okay. We're good.
I'm starting to get itching for a fight.
I'd say this war will take about, maybe 10 and a half, 11 years, something like that. Just me. Yeah,
I
so
mean, we can do like actual fighting as long as we only agree to, as long as we agree to fight in the mountains, like the
Gentleman's war.
yeah, we're
Heresy.
civilized over here in the east.
wait, is this like going to be a legit war? Because I wouldn't war first. Like, are you
I'll,
actually going to attack me?
I'll join
Yeah,
as soon as they start justifying on me. I'll join your war. Okay. That'd be great.
But no, I'm just saying, like as long as we agree to only fight in the mountains, it's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah. Well, should I get that one tech? The Monitor original structure or
I
whatever.
mean, I already have it. You can get it too if you want. At least we don't circle jerk in our actual cities like the fucking French and Dutch.
You're not gonna let him occupy Moscow just for the hell of it? Or is it
I mean, if he
St.
thinks he
Petersburg
can-
still? Where's your capital?
My navy is vastly superior to his, though.
Is it actually what's your what's your navy like?
Okay, actually, no, it's not.
I have 115 cruisers and 18 dreadnoughts.
Listen, I'm building cruisers, though, okay, at an exceptional rate. I suddenly doubled my force limit, so I have to hurry up and build one.
Speaking of navies,
Just don't move your navy out, and we won't have any problems. Okay? We'll agree that this is a no navy war.
Yeah, like
actually took the effort to rebuild my navy.
Send your one clipper out and blockade. Had a bunch of war rules.
Germany only has like 200 brigades. It's pretty funny, or 300. But
Yeah, I have more brigades over in Germany than he has right now.
So combat width is reduced by 66% in mountains. And then we have the army tech that reduces it.
It should be flank 3 wood.
well, no, because my combat width is. I think this mod changes it, so it caps out at like 16. Is the smallest.
Yeah, my combat width is 16. It'll be 66%. So it'll be pretty small.
You know what? You want to make this a no artillery war too, current?
You know what? That's an interesting concept. We're just gonna go back to the old ways.
Yeah, because you know, like our artillery is so uncivilized. It's really
Do you not want
It's
all
These are
artillery,
regulars.
really?
yeah.
What the hell is this Austria-Hungary? Oh, I see what you did. That's clever. I was wondering why Austria-Hungary was suddenly giving me pop-ups. I didn't bother looking.
Well, if I ever happen to be at war with Germany, I can avert it. There we go.
I support
assume you'd
Russia
win that
on
war.
this.
Surely the modern gentleman's war is nothing but artillery.
No. Listen, unless you see the man that you're shooting in the face, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's very
You can't
dishonorable.
just like
No,
You can't just blow
You're,
them up
you're
from
not,
far away.
no, you're not going to do that at all. You're going to march the artillery so you can see the other person, and then you'll fire.
And stab each other with bayonets. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to put bayonets on your cannons.
actually, you know, I think this is more of an irregular war.
Regular? Do you want me to? I can restructure my army.
We're gonna. Hold on, I'm actually gonna build a regulars. Here we go.
That must be like the first time ever.
No, I mean regulars are okay earlier game. Yeah.
Hey, other Entente members, are you building a navy yet?
Yes.
You don't need a
Everyone
navy.
build up a navy when combined, I guarantee. And this time, instead of targeting Russia, let's target Japan again, because that worked out so well.
Wait, win what? We're gonna be in a gentleman's war.
Yeah, we're going to be viciously
Japan's
fighting.
of ultimates?
Yep.
And
I'll be defending
which
Russia.
side?
Yeah, it's going to be a turkey shoot. I
Listen,
already said that.
listen. Japan has the best of regulars. They want to show off, okay?
Just want first and score.
They
Like,
have
I
samurais.
so saddening.
Actually, I kind of want to actually try building your regulars now and see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna delete a bunch of troops. We're gonna build a bunch of irregulars, okay? Building 50 irregulars. We better stockpile all the wool that we need.
I'm gonna stockpile wool just to spite you.
It'll take like a day to cap out.
Let me have my
Oh, I'm
moment here.
exporting 1,000 wool. Thank you, Gurren. You're stimulating my economy.
It's disgusting. Yep, I'm already done. With my wool. I'm actually okay, so I'm trying to find the perfect general to lead this attack.
You gonna say, can you pull your troops out of Hungary so I
Defend
can
it with no general.
Sure.
put some
Read
real
Steam
men?
chat.
Generals
It's a real
are-
man. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's not
you know,
full.
like
not
generals are so
honorable.
they're so like capitalist. You know, like we're beyond that. They just try to tell people what to do. You know.
But I think
You're
I have
real
a general
men.
better than no general.
Yo, read Steam chat.
I mean, my men aren't real men. What kind of heresy is this? They'll get up to,
Going to attack me?
yeah, no ones. We should re-ally just in case.
Nah. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
I don't know, like, Now that you got a navy, you might be able to get over
I'm
there.
actually curious if the rest of the world just does nothing while we just sit here fighting. It would be like really sad to me.
And if we're not allowed to, there's nothing we can do. I want to declare war on Japan,
I mean, I
but
imagine everybody else in the game would want to try to play the game.
Yeah, instead of just attacking us.
I don't know.
Look at the regulars are coming.
Oh, I'm really scared.
Also, when you should start justifying that war, like a colony, or the Caucasus, whatever. Alright,
I
yeah,
thought,
justify.
no, we have like a year, right?
No, yeah, start justifying now.
You can't justify while you have a truce.
No, it's 1925. We're good.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna justify neither.
No, I'll justify.
I wanna show off my regulars, okay?
I really wish you had cores on you, so you just take this opportunity to. Nope.
I really wish you would like play the
Break,
game in its own manner.
No, USA is doing fine.
Ooh.
But yeah, USA is doing fine.